Hi, first and second graders. This is Mrs. Burns. This is your next step after you glue down your weave. So gluing down the edges of your weave. You're going to get your black piece of paper, and with this paper, the first thing I want you to do is fold it right in half. So grabbing from the bottom and then lining it up at the top so it's nice and even. And then pushing down, making sure it's lined up, and then go ahead and push down the folded part right there. And then you're going to open it up again. So you'll see a little bit of that crease, that line. We just folded it in half so that we can cut over this crease, this folded line, so that we have two black pieces of paper that are the same size. So you're going to need a scissors. And then you're just going to go ahead and stay on that fold, that crease. Go ahead and cut right in half. Okay, so you have your two pieces of black paper. So the next thing I want you to do is I want you to find some things in your house that are circular. So we did this already. So if it's not circular, something square too would be cool, a different shape. My students who are in person, I'm going to provide tracers, but I'm not sure if you have tracers at home. So if you have something that's circular or something that's even like a book that's square, that would work too. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, so a cup is kind of the easiest thing. I know that most of you all have cups or even coffee mugs or something at home. I want you to go ahead and on one of the piece of papers, if you have a cup that's just like this size, I want you to trace it twice in the middle somewhere, not towards the edge, more towards the middle, could be off to the side a little bit. So tracing it, holding it down. And again, if you have any questions, my virtual students, please feel free to reach out and email me. So again, one circle, and then I'm going to trace it again. You could try something that's a little different size. This is about the same size. Might be kind of interesting. Here's an idea. I'm kind of winging it, but like a cell phone. You know, that shape too. Kind of switch it up a little bit. I'm just thinking of things. You know, I would ask mom and dad first before you go and take their phone. You don't want anything too big that it takes up. It's bigger than your black piece of paper, so things that are smaller like this. Okay, after you've done that, then I want you to imagine, so I'm going to put these right there. And because these aren't flat, it's going to be a little tricky. But imagine that this paper was on top. And just imagine if, say there's glue on here, and it was going to stick to all these objects. And once I press down here, I flip it over. This cup would be on this side, and then I'm just going to kind of flip this over here, over on this side. Hopefully that makes sense. What we're doing is making a positive, negative space to put over our weave, but kind of like if you folded it over and then you lifted it up like a print, it would come out symmetrical, so the same on both sides. So once you have it placed, because this is going to be over here matching here, and this is going to be over here matching this, then you can go ahead and trace these on your other piece of paper. Again, virtual learners, if you are confused, hopefully I'm not too confusing, please reach out and I can explain a little bit better. I think I traced that. Okay. And again, you can use whatever you want. I would stick with two things and keeping it simple because you are going to have to do some cutting in the next step and then eventually gluing. Kind of looks like eyes and a mouth. All right, that's this step.